up, fitness fam, and welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna make this intro really short because I know the acoustics in this room is not like the best, but I do have a really dope video for you guys today, so make sure to stay tuned and I will show you guys my favorite at-home glute exercises you can literally do at home at any time of the day. So let's get into it. What is up, you guys, and welcome to this video's voiceover. So first I want to show you guys what kind of equipment I'm using for this video. First of all, I'm using the glute band from Myprotein. Then I'm using these ankle weights that I got from Amazon. And lastly, I'm also using this elastic glute band from Amazon as well. I'll make sure to link all of the equipment down below if you're interested in getting any of them. So first exercise is donkey kicks, one of my to-go-to exercises for the glutes at home. It is mainly working your upper glute, which is gluteus medius, and I decided to use ankle weights instead of dumbbells. Next, you can progress this exercise to low donkey kicks, which is a little bit more difficult. Also here, try to maintain 90 degrees from your shoulder to your hand, to your hip, to your feet. Following exercise is glute bridges, or you can also call them hip thrusts, but I prefer to call them glute bridges when they are on the floor and not using the bench. But this is one of the glute exercises that is really effective. All of them are obviously effective, but this one is more of a compound movement, so you can add a lot of weight to it as well if that is what you want. I'm just demonstrating it just using my own body weight. Another exercise I also really like doing is these glute bridges to hip abductions. So these really work your side glutes as well, which gives you kind of the illusion of like wider hips. But as you guys can see, make sure to tuck in your rib cage as well. Don't let your rib cage flare out while you're doing it. You kind of want to keep your torso as straight as possible and really focus on your glutes and squeezing your glutes at the top as you're doing the hip abductions. Also try to maintain the full range of motion of the glute bridge as you're doing the hip abductions at the top of the glute bridge. Next is single leg hip thrust. Also here, try to focus on getting a full range of motion. So really push your hips up towards the ceiling while you're squeezing your glutes at the top. I also added a resistance band for more difficulty. Following exercise is seated hip abductions. Actually, these are one of my favorite also to do, just because it just feels so good to be able to like really push through and really feel it in your side glutes as you're pushing your knees apart. I also chose to use a stronger glute band for this movement just because you need a lot of resistance to get something out of this exercise. Okay, so following up is fire hydrants. You guys have probably seen me doing these so many times, but these are also for your side glutes, aka your gluteus medius, even though they do work your complete glute muscle group. You can choose to use ankle weights for this exercise, or a resistance band, or even a dumbbell would also do well. And ladies, don't forget to do both legs for these single leg exercises. And if you've been eyeing my glute band, my heavy duty glute band from Myprotein, make sure to check the link out down in the description. Following up is circles. It is just as simple as a look. Try to maintain your hips in place and try to keep them horizontal as you are rotating. And don't forget to obviously do both legs. Following exercise is frog thrust. I actually really like doing these as well. They just look a little bit awkward to do sometimes. So I often just try to find a corner in the gym to do these, or just, do them at home. But keep your feet together as you are squeezing your glutes and pressing up towards the ceiling. And I like to press up a little bit faster and hold it for a second at the top while lowering my hips a little bit slower. And as you can see, sometimes I like to check if I'm squeezing enough as well just by poking my glutes. Following exercise is clams. This time I decided to use a little bit of a lighter glute band. You really need this just to have a proper range of motion, or you can also use a dumbbell by putting your dumbbell on top of your upper leg. You can also progress this exercise by doing elevated clams, where you basically unglue your feet. So in the first clam, your feet kind of just stay together, but in this elevated clam, you almost do a laying fire hydrant. and they are burning. Following movement is hamstring curls. Even though they are mainly for the hamstrings, they do work your glutes as well, so I thought I wanted to add this one in as well. In these, you want to focus on maintaining your leg to be as stable as possible and only focusing on moving your knee as the only joint. You will really be feeling these in your hamstrings a whole lot, and you'll probably need to use ankle weights for these as well. Next is kickbacks. Just regular kickbacks. They're very similar to donkey kicks, other than you really bring your knee under and having a full range of motion by almost resetting in your starting position and then really kicking all the way up till you get full range of motion by extending your leg completely backwards. This one will definitely work all of your gluteus muscles. Okay, so following exercise, which is the last one, you kind of need to use a chair or a bench. I got this one for Amazon. I'll make sure to link it down below as well. But let me tell you, this one is so effective. So you kind of put your feet together, and obviously you need ankle weights for this. And then you just push up towards the ceiling and have that extreme squeeze at the top. Highly recommend this one as well.